I'm Vicki with GNR Design. I don't know if I've got anybody on here yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get started, and hopefully some people will come in and join me. I'm looking over here because I'm trying to watch for comments. When you come into the video, if you would leave me a comment, tell me your name, where you're watching from. Otherwise, I can't tell who's on the video. But my name is Vicki. My business name is GNR Design, and I make wreaths and floral arrangements and pretty things like that. Tonight, I'm going to work on a spring wreath. I don't see anybody on there, so I'm going to give it a minute. See if anybody comes in and joins me. I see one little eyeball. If you join the video, give me a thumbs up, a hi, tell me where you're watching from. I'm going to go ahead and get started though, because I'm not sure who I have on here. I don't know if it's just I'm not seeing comments. You know, technology. I see two eyes, but I don't see comments. Let's try it over here. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. You never know. I see Jim Husselman commented on my video. Hello, is anybody out there? And I'm still not seeing comments. If you come into the video, leave me a comment so I can tell if I've got anybody out here. I got some thumbs up. I don't know, Facebook's being weird. I got 3 eyeballs, hey! Okay, now I see people. Hi! I couldn't see any comments. Fran, Mary, and I think Jim's on there. Now I see a comment. Hello. You know, Facebook is crazy. Anyway, I'll do this again. My name is Vicki. My business name is GNR Design. Tonight I'm going to be working on a spring wreath. And let me give you my inspiration for the wreath. This is going to be a Deco mesh wreath, and here is the sign that I'm going to use in the middle. This is the inspiration behind the wreath. So we'll see how this goes. Hi, Patty. I am making a spring Deco mesh wreath. I'm gonna just move right on. I've been trying to get these comments to work for 5 minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This is a work wreath form. I believe it probably came from either Craft Outlet or Trendy Tree. People ask me all the time on videos where I got stuff, so I'll try to remember. Just a basic work wreath form, and if you're not familiar with wreath design, the thing about the work wreath forms as opposed to like the flat wire forms is it's elevated, and you've got 2 rings and 2 rows of the tinsel ties. So that's what we're going to be using. I have 21-inch Deco mesh. It's probably a premium quality, but it's kind of the, it's called metallic ombre mesh. The green, kind of green tones to it.
I was on your old video.
Oh, you were on the wrong video?
Yeah, and getting replies.
And then I've got a 10-inch. I've got Jim over there watching comments for me because, hi, Fran. I got 10-inch yellow that I'm going to use as an accent. I cut these in 15-inch strips. So we're just going to put a few of those in. Here's my ribbons. You guys tell me if you can't see, I need to adjust the camera. You got this pretty canvas kind of, it's a kind of a blue color, matches the mesh with the little purple Easter eggs, 2.5 inch. Cut 9 of those, and then the plaid pink and green, and this is 1.5 inches. And then the other 2 ribbons, we've got a 1.5 inch and a 2.5 inch. the purple Easter bunnies, and then I thought I'd throw in a little bit of the black and white stripe, because I like a little bit of black and white punch in these real colorful wreaths. I think it makes it pop. And then I've got all kinds of other embellishments, and I'm not really sure which ones I'm going to use. I got this fun Easter pick that, you know, you can twist around. They look like candy canes, but you can bend them and give them different shapes. And it's got the little Easter eggs on the top, the grassy stuff. So I'll probably add that. And then some of these different colored Easter egg picks that I may stick in here and there. These came from Walmart in a bag of a bunch of other different shapes, and I used the tinsel rope and put them on here because they were on like this wooden stick, and I think it gives it a little bit more movement.
Mary Jo said, love black and white, her fave, heart.
Yeah, I do too. Then I've got some of the pink fuchsia colored tulips. I don't know if I'll use these. I don't know. We'll see. As I go along, I may have enough with all the other stuff. So I'm going to get started. Got to move some stuff out of my way a little bit. Thank you all for joining me. Got your plane tickets to Wreath Makers Live. Yay!
I was just getting ready to read that to you.
Yay, Fran. When are you arriving? I don't remember when ours flies in. This is like a premium mesh. It's very metallic. Okay, I'm going to start on the bottom. I'm going to do 10-inch poofs, close to 10-inch.
9:30 a.m.
You arrive at 9:30 a.m.? Wow. Let's see.
Ours is
I don't
over
think
here,
we,
isn't it?
no, I don't think
No,
we
ours
get
is
there
noon.
till like 4.
Oh.
I don't remember. We leave, our flight, the one that we leave on is real early. So I'm just gathering up my mesh, finding a tinsel tie, and it doesn't matter if you start on the top or the bottom, and twisting it in. I usually start on the bottom. And then I, just for extra security, usually put a zip tie. Touristy stuff. Oh yeah, I know. There's going to be lots of fun stuff to do on the end of this mesh, just because that's me. And pull it real tight to make
Hard
sure
time in touristy stuff.
it doesn't go anywhere. And then we will move along. So where is everybody from? Mary, where are you at? I know Fran's in Florida. Bless her heart. It is...
Fran shared.
Thank you, Fran. It is so cold here. Oh my God, I am so overwintered. It was like 6 degrees this morning. Ugh, I'm done with it. Just want to hibernate until it's like 50. But I'm using my mat here to measure out these loops. And some of these tinsel ties sometimes are stuck together. Yeah, I don't think our flight arrives, seems like it's around 4 that day.
Patty from Kentucky just got on.
Hi, Patty from Kentucky. I'm from Kentucky. I am now currently living in Indiana. We've lived here for 20 years, but I was born and my family still lives in Kentucky. Pretty country down there.
Mary Jo said, Houston, Texas, with an exclamation.
Oh.
We're going to New York next week.
Oh, it'll be cold up there. Well, I mean, I guess. Sometimes it is, most of the time. Probably a lot colder than Houston.
And Fran said it's 40s tonight and high of 60s tomorrow.
And that's actually pretty cold for Florida.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I've heard it's been cold all across the country, even in the South. Over it. It was snowing today. We're supposed to get measurable snow Thursday, I think. It's really hard to stay motivated for spring and make spring wreaths when it's snowing outside. So when I put these in, I'm just kind of going back and opening the poofs up a little bit. This is a nice mesh, though. It has good coverage, but it's not super thick and hard to work with.
Long pants day, Fran said.
For sure.
And Mary Jo said, heck yeah, what was I thinking?
Yeah. I've got 8 people on here. Hi, everybody. Fran, Mary, Jim, and I don't know who else. Well, whenever you come into the video, if you would leave me a comment, that would be great. If you feel inclined to share the video, that'd be even better. Facebook likes it, and we gotta keep Facebook happy. You know.
Verna Trammell is on and says hello.
Hello. In Oklahoma, it was what? Is that wrong? Am I reading that wrong?
What's that?
What her comment was.
Says hello.
Oh.
In Nokia, it was 8.
It was 6 here.
In Oklahoma, it was 8. That's what I think she means.
That's cold for there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think.
Long pants day. I'll tell you what though, friend. It was 60 there today. If it would have been 60 here today, everybody would have been in shorts and capris and flip-flops. I mean, as soon as it's like 60 degrees, everybody's breaking out the flip-flops because everybody's so sick of winter. Now, it takes me a little bit longer, but not these kids. My kids used to want to wear shorts to school in March if it was above 50. No. It has been a busy day for us. Always craziness going on. But that's life. Hi, Nancy. Hey, I just got your ribbon in, Nancy. I will get on your other wreaths tomorrow. Hi, Sherry.
I just got kicked off for a minute.
Yeah, Facebook will do that every now and then. And you have to make sure you're on the right Wi-Fi out here, too. Anytime I come out here, it wants to stay on the house Wi-Fi, and I don't get a very good connection.
Fran, Facebook kicked me off. I am back. LOL. Same happened to me.
Yeah, Jim said the same thing. Yeah, Facebook's being weird.
And I'm standing in front of
I don't have any crazy music playing, anything I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm not doing anything wrong, Facebook, I promise. Alright, we've gone around the outside ring, and now I'm gonna make a little bridge here. I know I've got several wreath makers on here. Just a smooth little piece of the mesh and connect it to, because I know there's some that aren't wreath makers, to the inner ring. Lay it flat in the nearest tinsel tie and start the same process again.
Fran asked where the sign was from.
Walmart. That sign is from Walmart. Isn't it cute? They had some really cute signs in there this week. I was surprised. Several of the old truck signs, just it was the wrong color blue. I needed one that's a really deep blue, so I'm still looking for that. Yes, the bunnies came from Walmart. Yep, it's pretty cute.
Fran said, guess where she's going tomorrow.
Where are you going tomorrow, Fran? She just went to the Pink concert. Where you going?
Hobby Lobby, I bet, is what
Probably.
Lady said.
Yeah, Hobby
No,
Lobby.
Fran said
My favorite
Walmart.
store, Walmart. Oh yeah. Well, my Walmart, and it's not the best Walmart, the one we have here locally. I was really surprised at some of the cute stuff they had. Yep. I do need to go to Walmart, or not Walmart, Hobby Lobby tomorrow. But we've got Ollie tomorrow, so I may not make it. And my oldest daughter's got my car, so I'd have to drive the truck, and I don't want to do that. So that probably is going to slow down my Hobby Lobby visits. Oh well, I've got plenty to work on right here. Yeah, they had the old, you know, the vintage truck that's so popular. They had those in like the yard signs. But I mean, I've used those on wreaths before and just cut off the spike that goes into the ground, and they're fine. It was a pretty big sign, and I honestly, I didn't catch the price, but it couldn't have been too bad. I am loving this color of mesh, though. Looks like an Easter egg. Yeah.
Fran said pretty.
Yeah, I forgot I had it. You know, when you got that stash of all these things and you bought it because you meant to make something specific, and then it gets buried and you forget you got it, and then you pull it out and it's like, oh, it's like Christmas all over again.
Sherry
Oh,
says she likes the color.
Yes, I do too. I think it's very pretty. It'll work well with that sign, I think. And I'm going to add a bunch of stuff to it. Pink concert was amazing. I bet it was. Didn't you go see Lady Gaga or something recently too? She is a concert going gal.
Whaley says, this is fascinating. Ain't technology great?
Yeah, right? What did we do before Facebook Lives, you guys? There's so many lives these days that I can't keep up with all of them, but it is a great way to learn new things. So after I get this all in here, I will show you the finished product. I know sometimes from the camera it's hard to get a good shot I'm back around to the beginning, and I'm going to put the last poof in.
Poof.
Poof. And cut it off. I am making this because I need to put a couple of new items in my Etsy store. No, it is not a custom order. I try to keep a certain number of items in my Etsy store because, you know, technology. Etsy likes a certain amount in there, the more the better, really, and otherwise you don't get found. So that's why I'm making it. So, okay, so I've got it back around here. I'm just going to cut this off. And you guys, for anybody who has not watched a Facebook Live that I've done before, just let me tell you now, they make me extremely nervous. So, pray for me. Just be nice. No, I'm kidding. They do make me nervous though. So now I'm putting a zip tie around, and a lot of people don't do this. It's just an extra step I take because it makes me feel a little more secure. And it's one of these little baby zip ties. And it's a pain behind to get started. Got it. Okay. So here is what the base of the form looks like with this green ombre mesh. That's our first step. And now I'm going to come back around with the yellow. I cut these, this is a 10-inch row, and this is just a, I think it's called like a basic, the very basic mesh. I cut them in 15-inch lengths, and it's a 10-inch width. And I'm going to do a ruffle and put them in every other zip tie because, or zip tie, twist tie, because again, we've got the green and the yellow, and I'm trying to mix all the colors in. So I just fold the beginning edge over because sometimes this stuff will ravel. I mean, it's mesh, it's gonna ravel. And then I kind of start walking my fingers down the center and make this little bow tie. Looks like kind of like a little butterfly bow tie. And then you just open up a twist tie and lay it in there and twist it back down. So how many people do I have on here who are not wreath makers? I know Fran makes wreaths and Mary, I believe, but I'm not sure who else I've even got on here actually. So that's what you end up with, just a little boost of yellow.
Whaley and Sherry say them as far as not being wreath makers, I believe.
Okay, yeah, okay, I knew Sherry wasn't. Okay, well, you are now. Now you
Nancy Schindler's on.
Now you can make a wreath. What is this about the glue gun that Gaga does? I have not heard
She's got
that
a song that has a glue gun in it.
Oh, really?
That's what Whaley says.
Why did I not know that? I don't know. I was completely unaware.
Whaley says, I'm a wreath supporter.
Yes, she is. Bless your heart.
I got one in just a minute.
Okay, honey.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So we're just turning this raw edge of this mesh.
Whaley, yep, poker face. Fran, love your shirt. Where did you get it?
This shirt I sell in my Etsy store. I designed it, and I have a production partner that prints them for me. Isn't that cute? I have a couple of them in there. It is very fitting for my life because, well, I mean, many of us, I know we do the grandma thing, right? That's the best part, you guys. The grandma thing. Yeah, the green, it's called ombre. I am crazy about that mesh, and I don't even remember where I got it, honestly. I think probably Craft Outlet. But I have found on this basic mesh that if you kind of turn the back ends under, it will not fray quite as bad. So here we've got it, the yellow added to the inner ring, and I'm going to go back around and do the same thing on the outer ring, and then I'm going to add my ribbons. Hi, Whitney. Looks like a big Easter egg. I'm trying to figure out how to get a camera that I can put above me. I haven't gotten that technology figured out yet. I know sometimes it's hard to see from that camera. I love you too, Whitney. This one is definitely going to be colorful. That's a good idea. Husband on ceiling in harness. We'll see if he'll go for that. Yeah, why not? But I'd have to let him down every 10 minutes because he gets bored and wants to take off. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's see. Did I cut enough? Somehow I feel like I did not cut enough mesh. I may have to cut a couple more pieces. That's alright. When you get this kind of mesh and you get down to the end of the roll, it gets very curly. It keeps wanting to flip over on itself. I know. Oh, Oliver. He's going to be a big helper. He's going to like working with me in the garden because I can already tell. He's fascinated by flowers. Now, that may not last long because, you know, as they get older, they're not quite as interested. He was crazy about my flowers last year, and I got a feeling he will be as it gets bigger. Oh, just right. I'm good. Okay, so here's the finished with the mesh. Okay? So now I'm going to come back through and add our ribbons in. And we'll see how this works out. So this is my match for, it's going to be every other twist tie. This will be one match. And I didn't chevron these because some of these ribbons fray really bad. So I'm just going to roll them under, the ends of them under. And then here's my second match. See, it's got the Easter eggs and the pink plaid. So here we go. These I cut 13 inches. So I just take the big one and the little one, lay them on top of each other, find something close to the center, pinch it, open a twist tie, lay it down, and retwist. And I separate my ribbons a little bit, like this. I'll show you from the top in a minute. Curl my little ends under. And you end up with this. So I'm going to do that back and forth, alternate the patterns all the way around the wreath. I'm starting on the top, and then I'll go to the bottom. We'll see how this black and white works in here. Sometimes it's hard to get, you know, the picture until you get it in the wreath and see really how it looks. It's got color, that's for sure. There's the purple and the white. Okay, so I'm off to the races. Yeah, I think Ollie's going to be, well, he's going to be a handful this summer, honestly. Because he's got so much energy. You know, it was a lot easier when I was younger. The grandkids are so much fun. This year he'll be big enough for Easter egg hunts. Now, he may not understand the whole concept quite yet, but I started buying Easter basket stuff today. I probably started too early because I'll just keep buying until Easter. He will love it, yeah. We're going to try the coloring Easter eggs. That should be interesting. It's been a long time since my kids were that little. 5 little eyeballs watching me. But that's what it shows on my end. You really can't tell very well sometimes with Facebook. If you guys would share the video, that would be great. This helps the Facebook juice. Man, I could have just put ribbons on this and just that green mesh. That's pretty. Easter seems like it's late this year. It's not till like the 21st, I think, something like that. Hi, Ginger. I think it's like the 21st of April this year. Seems late to me. Yeah, I need to get my mini chat set up for lives. I just haven't got it done. But I did get my website up. Got my website up, you guys. You gotta go check that out. It's a work in progress, but it is up and running. I'm gonna start adding a bunch of stuff to the blog. There'll be all of the videos that I've done on there. Okay, we've got the inner ring done. I like the black and white. What do you think of the black and white? I'm liking it. And then I'm going to do the outside ring. These colors are pretty. Very Easter, huh? Looks like a great big Easter egg. But in the meantime, since I don't have my chat set up yet, if you're on a live video, on anybody's video, and you go into the, I think it's the right hand corner of your phone of the video, there's 3 little buttons that you can tap on, and it'll open a drop down menu, and there's a spot in there where it says something about subscribe to live alerts, be notified, I think is how it says it, notified when GNR Design goes live. So that works just as well. Sometimes I actually prefer that because there can be a lot of mini chats out there. But if you want to be notified, if you just click those 3 little dots at the top of a video, it will notify you when I go live. Thank you for the share, Ginger. I get to talking and I'll lose track of which ribbon set I put in. Purple ribbon is from Burton & Burton, and it is a really thick ribbon. It's a little harder to work with. Oh my gosh, this says I'm down to 2 people. What the heck? Everybody bailed on me, huh? Oh, I know. People are busy. It's okay. Facebook was kicking people off the video a while ago. Fran said she got kicked off. I don't know why. Either way, I still have to finish my wreath. Nice and full. Where are you at, Ginger? Like, aren't you in one of the, like Houston or somewhere south? I know it's got to be warmer than it is here. So I'm just curling the ends of these ribbons under rather than chevroning them for anybody that came in late, because some of them are really bad about raveling, and I don't want that. This black and white's really bad about it. Yeah, it's some ribbons are not bad, some are. It just depends on the type of ribbon. And mesh is usually pretty bad about it. But, I mean, once you get enough stuff in it, you don't really notice it. You can on the ends of the ribbons. Almost done. We're almost back to the start. I could use this wreath just like it is. Not even put a sign on it with all the colors. So you guys have a wreath on your door, a spring wreath yet? Because I do not. But, I mean, we do still have snow on the ground. I kept thinking, I need to get my spring wreath out. Well, then it would snow. Good old Indiana. I have 5 people on here. If you're new when you come in, if I haven't seen your comment, leave me a comment so I know who's watching and I can say hi. Because if I don't see a comment, I can't tell. We are down to the last set of ribbon ties in the last twist tie. And then we can add the sign. Okay. Here we go. Let me see. Lots of colors. Isn't that pretty? I swear it looks like an Easter egg with black stripes through it. Now, we're going to add the Easter Bunny sign. I went ahead, when I bought this, it had like a nylon string that was on it. So I went ahead and took that off and put, I like to use, usually I use a pipe cleaner to attach the signs. But this time I'm trying that tinsel rope. So I've stapled it on, and that's what I'm going to use to attach it. Now, the biggest challenge that I have is getting it straight and being above the wreath enough, because I'm short, to see if it's straight. I'm just going to find a spot between the twist ties, or the poofs, and bring my little ties in here and wrap it around. And then it'll mess up all my ribbons and I'll have to go back and fix them all, but that's okay. And sometimes I have to take it back off because it's crooked and I'm not tall enough to see the top of my workbench. But we are going to try to get it straight. Thank you, Nancy. Alright, let's see if I've got this on here straight. I have to set it over here for a second so I can step back and see if it looks straight, and then I've got to fix all the ribbons. Yep. I just squashed everything, but that's okay. Because now I'll pull them all back out and hook them up.
Nancy said beautiful. Huh?
I saw that.
Oh, sorry. You're making it gorgeous as usual.
So I'm just fluffing things up a little bit because this is actually a pretty big sign. So it really squashes things. Yeah, it squashes things down a little bit. But that's alright. Get it fluffed up, pull my ribbons out.
I'm sorry, I had to step out a minute.
That's alright.
When you take and make a wreath with the sun bunny on there, that'll be cool too.
Oh, the sign behind me.
Nancy said you have the patience of a saint.
I don't know. Ask my kids; they would not agree.
With the kids, it's Saint Bernard, but
I don't know. This is just something that, you know, I had never made a wreath until about 2 years ago. I've always liked working with florals, but when I learned how to make a wreath, I was just kind of hooked. I really prefer the grapevine, but I think there's more room for creativity, individual creativity with a grapevine and florals, but I mean, you can get pretty creative with the mesh too. But ever since I started making them, it's like, I think I have dreams about different designs. It's crazy. Now, sometimes I come back through and
she said, what? Whaley said, what? 2 years?
yeah, and I've been making these, what, about 2 years ago? I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I had never made a wreath before.
I had said to them, she always doubts herself, but I keep telling her she's a natural, and Whaley says that is true. A lot of creative folks, with a lot of creative folks.
Yeah, that's true. And sometimes you just don't know it. You don't know what you don't know until you try it. I'd always seen these big, you know, mesh wreaths, the Deco mesh, and thought, I didn't even know what Deco mesh was, honestly. But I thought they were so beautiful. And then I found some tutorials, and I learned from Julie Samaco. I got her ebook. She's a great teacher.
I kept telling her she does great,
started.
and she listened to me about like our kids listen to us. We have to hear it from the neighbors first to believe it.
Okay, I think we're all fluffed back out. I'm sure there's spots I'll go back and play with, but that's with the sign. And now I'm going to have my back to you a little bit because I'm going to see which ones of these picks I want to add in.
Whaley said the folks that usually tell you they're great really aren't.
That's true sometimes. That
Whaley
is
also
true.
said, when you sell it, please do a video of how you pack it.
Oh, okay.
That means I got to do a video
Yeah,
of how
that'd
it's
be
packed.
him. He's my shipping department, so yeah, absolutely. So I get to be the one holding the camera on that one. Won't that be fun? All right, you guys, I do have my back to you, but I'll try to talk loud enough you can hear me. Now, I know what I gotta do. I've got these 3 different pegs on my easel, and I've gotta lower it because it's too tall. Okay, what do we want to put in next? Let's try this thing. Ooh, this is fun. Ooh, what can we do with this? Tear it apart. Don't know where I got this. Again, that's one of those things that I got last year, somewhere, no idea where. And I think it's just too much.
You can see the icon I just put up there. Is it on there?
He does a great job shipping all my stuff, so yes, I saw your funny face. He would love to do a video to show how to do these, and how he ships them out. So I'm going to take these things. I don't like the candy cane kind of look.
Whaley says, hat, hat, hat. I think she meant, ha, ha, ha.
Spin it around. And I'm going to make a pick. I may put these in separate. Yep, I'm gonna make a pick. Here we go. See if this works. I've not tried this before, you guys. So I've got a stem machine. I'm going to put a steel pick on the end of this. And then I'm going to figure out where I want it. Oh, isn't that cute? Alright. A little bit of hot glue. Up here, sticking it. Where is my? Now, if you use.
Now Whaley said, "Wait, what is that?"
Okay, I'll show you. If you use a steel pick on a Deco mesh wreath, it's great to get it through, but it's a steel pick. I'll have to pull one out. It'll go straight through, and you have to take the end of it because it's really sharp and wrap it around your bar, the frame of your wreath, because it can cut you. A steel pick machine puts a steel pick on the end of, and I just stuck my pliers in glue and got them all gobbed up. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the camera. It puts a steel pick on the end of a flower, you know, a different, whatever kind of, I mean, I put it on the end of ribbons, whatever you want to stick into your wreath. But they are sharp, so you have to be really careful. But they give you a lot of options. You know, you can add things in places that it would be difficult otherwise. So this one.
Whaley says, "Whoa."
He's found out this one's got part of the stuff coming off, so we're just going to take him off. And I think I'm going to add another one of these.
You need to pull those apart?
No, honey, it's okay. Because I don't really know what I'm using till I know what I'm using.
It always works.
As I go along and decide what I'm going to put in there. I like this shimmer. I like to add things to the wreaths that, you know, give it movement. Put that on a door.
Now show them how it looks with that on there.
Oh, the pick?
Yeah.
Yeah. It clamps it around the end of your floral or your pick or whatever you're using. I add a little bit of hot glue. But the trick is with a mesh wreath, if you're going to use a steel pick machine, you have to twist that end or come back and cut that end off, or it will cut someone. It could. I mean, I'm not saying it necessarily will. It just depends on how you grab the wreath. But it sticks right out the back.
You're getting thumbs up.
Sweet. And you do not want to take a chance on someone getting scratched or a door getting scratched, you know, something like that. These are styrofoam, and they just kind of bend. You can just play with them and put them where you want them. But they also get tangled up, and they're kind of a pain in the behind to work with. I'm just going to try to separate them a little more because I want to use them a couple more places, and I don't know where yet. Let's do a, oh, I did a blue one. I don't want that color. I want a yellow. I want a yellow one. What a mess. It's just covered in like a tissue paper. Oh, that's gonna have to be. Hold on. I'm gonna operate on it and see if I can get the big stick off of it. So I want the skinny stick.
Fran says she's back.
Hi, Fran. I didn't know she left.
Said Facebook kicked her off again.
Is Facebook just not liking me or what?
No, it's only certain ones getting kicked off. I got kicked off and she got kicked off earlier.
Yeah, I've had that happen on different people's videos. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. It's like, okay, your time's up. You've had enough Facebook time today. You're out. And then you can go back in. Facebook has its own agenda. Alright, we got another little pick we're going to put on here, and I'm going to see, where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put it? Yeah, sometimes I come out here and I get started on things, and sometimes Jim has to come get me because it's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I don't realize what time it is. It's crazy. Yeah, it's my easel moving around.
Oh. Whaley said, gotta get kids to bed. Night night.
Good night. Thanks for watching. I'm not liking that one. It is not. It's too long. I'm going to operate on this one. I'm not happy with it. Rid of that pick, it just wouldn't get buried like I wanted. I wish I had some more of that grassy stuff. Anyway.
Grassy.
This stuff.
Oh.
Down onto the end of it, but I've got lots of other stuff. I'm building picks. Going to be too much. We're going to put this on separate. I'm going to put this one on separately. This one is going to be a pain. This one I'm putting on separate from, I didn't put a pick on it. I'm just putting glue on the end of it and sticking it in one of the little twist ties. And I think that will be fine. You have to let it set up a minute. Need one more. These are pretty cool. I think that might be enough. I may add a few Easter eggs. But we're about to get enough on here, I think. I don't think I'm going to do the flowers. So I'm taking one of the little twist ties that we tied the mesh and the ribbons in. Instead of putting a pick on these, because these have a nice pick at the end to start with, and they're not all fringy like the grass. And just putting glue on it and pushing it right into that twist tie. I just make a little loop with the twist tie and stick it in there like that, and then I can use the second twist tie and twist around it to make sure that it's secure. So in wreath making, there really should be a warning put out that says you have to stand on your head a lot, because it seems like I end up standing on my head all the time to see the bottom of a wreath. Hazardous to your health, because you're going to stand on your head a lot. And get lots of bluebirds.
Just got button and button catalogs today. Love it.
Burton and Burton. Yeah. That's where this purple Easter Bunny ribbon came from, was Burton and Burton. Alright, let me see. I'm going to show you what this looks like with all these little curlicues and grassy things added. See if I can get a good shot. Now, I think the only thing else I'm going to add is some of those little glittery eggs to some of the center loops. But I don't think I'm going to add the flowers. I don't think it needs it. It's getting pretty busy. Let's see. I'm I'm just going to use the little curly ends and add them right into the twist ties that's on here.
That's funny, friend.
What'd she say?
She just said she meant Burton and Burton. She said, LOL, autocorrect.
It's a little long. See if I can do this without a pick. I may have to add a pick. I don't know. We'll try it. Makes them bouncy. I got a Select Artificial catalog last week, and I love their stuff. I'm making a little hole with the little twist tie. But actually, I think I'm going to try it with the pick and see if that's not easier. Sometimes I cut the end of the pick off because it gets a little bit too long. I just like doing it like this because the little twist ties give it a lot of movement. Cute. Alright, what we got here? One up there. I know I have my back to you guys, I'm sorry. I'll show you as I get more added in what we got here. I'm gonna have to get Jim to make me a platform or something on this side of my bench, man.
I will do that, honey. Like
I can't
tomorrow.
get to the top of my wreaths. What in the world? I need a stool. Now my luck, I'll fall off of it, but we can try. We can try.
Yeah.
Yellow one over there. How many people I still got on here? 6. Woohoo! Trying to see if I missed any comments, you guys. These are so cute. I made these little picks. I'll show you what they came on. I'll show you. Hold on, let me grab them.
Trudy said hi.
Hi, Trudy. I'll grab, honey, over there in that, if I still have them, there's a plastic in my Easter box. There's a cellophane package with some other shapes with those wooden pick sticks.
These?
Yeah, any of them. Okay, so these Easter eggs also came from Walmart, and they were in a package, all different colors of 4, and there was like the blue ones had the little bunnies, and then 2 Easter eggs. The purple had butterflies and 2 Easter eggs. And they're different shapes, and then the Easter eggs. Well, I didn't like, they come on this wooden pick. I didn't like the wooden pick in my wreath because it just doesn't give it any movement. It's just there, you know, and you have to, I would want to cover up this wooden stick because I don't like the looks of it. So this stick will just pull right out like that, and the little bow, and then I just took a piece of this tinsel rope, some hot glue, cut a piece of it, stuck it down in there, and that's how I made the little Easter egg pigs. Just so you know where they came from, because somebody will message me and ask me, where did you get those? I made them.
She said she had to stick the fuzzy thing in the egg.
Fuzzy thing?
Yeah, you said that.
Oh. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is.
It's a fuzzy thing.
It's the tinsel rope. And now I'm putting a pick on the end of it and cutting it down some because I don't want it to be too long and go through the other end of my twist tie. I'm just adding a little bit of glue. That's the only hard part, is it gets a little wobbly. I don't want too much glue though. I use the...
Frank said, good idea.
Yeah, and they're cheap. They're way cheaper. They were like $1.44. I mean, for a bag of 4. Not bad. And then I'm sticking it down in that little twist tie. And making sure it's secure.
Fran said Facebook's driving her crazy tonight.
Facebook has been wonky. You know, usually I think when it starts doing weird stuff like that, it's going through, Facebook's doing some new update, and a bunch of stuff will change. All the algorithms and all that stuff will start changing. Facebook is a pain in the you-know-what. I got a yellow and a purple. Let's do a purple. Well, this thing is, it's getting very large. Maybe yes.
Luann Douglas said hello.
Hi, Luann.
And what did she miss?
Oh, my wreath. I'll show you in just a minute. I still don't have my mini chat set up, but I got my website set up. So hey, there's that. Still needs a little work, but we're getting there. I'm excited about it. So then I'm taking the extra little twist tie and just kind of putting it around that base of that too, just to be sure it's in there good and secure. Okay, I've got 2 more.
Luann said it looks good.
Thank
She said you want to do hers?
Her what? Oh, website. Oh, you saw? Oh, the website.
Yes.
Thank you. Actually, Jim set the basis of the site up, and I just went in and made it pretty. Kind of pretty. I don't know. It still needs work.
You did very good.
But it's a start. I'm pleased. to run out of room, guys. You know, you don't want to let these last 2 picks go to waste. Jeez, I gotta find a spot to put these Easter eggs.
She's hiding Easter eggs.
Now that would be cute. We could do an Easter egg hunt for Ollie in a wreath.
Yeah.
And then he would tear it apart.
And he would.
He would, yeah.
Dina said, hi,
Dina.
Vicky.
How are ya? Luann, did you get your, is it AT&T, your technician? I know you were having a lot of trouble with your connection for your lives. Did you get someone out? Technology, man. It's the hardest part of trying to do a business from home. At least it has been for me. If I didn't have him, I'd have thrown in the towel a long time ago.
Huh.
I have one more.
He's going to go and Bogan note.
Unless it's already still fighting that stinking cold.
Oh, I'm glad when it's over.
This one. Am I out?
Yeah, I'm putting the other one on.
This one's gonna have to go on a little different. That sign, Dina, came from Walmart. It was a super cute sign. They've got a lot of cute stuff this year. I'm sure I will be going back. No, I don't want to take this one off. Alright, my last one. And I have to turn the wreath so that I can find the back and find that pick. Make sure it is. On there. Okay. I could stand here and fluff and mess with ribbons all night. But I think it is done. Here is the finished product. What do you guys think? 4 wreaths. You made 4 wreaths on Monday, girl? You were working, weren't you? Lots of movement. What do you think? I love it. I think it's pretty cute. I know there's a delay on Facebook, but there you have it. The only thing else that I will probably, well, that I will do to this wreath, and I do it on all my wreaths, is I'll go back in later and add a wreath hanger. And we will do a video. Somebody asked earlier to do a video on the shipping methods that we use. So I will have Jim do that the next wreath that we ship out. I'll film him.
Yahoo!
And he just put a new propane tank on for me. Thank you very much. That's it. That's the finished product. I've got quite the mess to clean up. But if I missed any comments or Jim missed any comments, I'll come back in, try to catch them. Where do you get your big boxes for this one? This one will go in a 22 inch probably. you know, when you've got these mesh wreaths, they'll go in a 22-inch box and you can, you know, just gently fold them in. It might take a 24-inch. The last 22s we ordered from Amazon, but hi Melinda, thank you. Typically I get my boxes from Staples because it's free shipping, or you can go pick them up at the store. I've looked at Uline and some other places and they've got great prices, but the shipping, it makes them more expensive than to buy them from like Staples. Sometimes Sam's Club, but usually Staples or Amazon. You said I had a good signal. Some sort of booster. Did you see her?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's it. The wreath is finished, and if you have any questions and I did not get to it, this one I think Dina, this one would Mr. Ship It over there. He always finds ways to, without damaging any of the wreaths, to get them in there just right. And if you can keep your wreaths in, I have found if you can use a 22-inch box, 22 by 22, you will save a ton on shipping, because once you go into the 24-inch box, you get the balloon rate through UPS or USPS. I ship mine usually through the regular postal service, and I think even UPS and FedEx, you go into a balloon rate on that large of a box. 6 or 8, you mean the height? The boxes that we usually get are an 8-inch height. We have even got them that's 12-inch, and then we just cut them down as low as we can to get them in and save on that shipping cost, because it saves the customer, it saves me, it saves everybody. So, but usually they are 22 by 22 by 8, and that gives you plenty of room. I mean, pretty much any wreath would fit in that. Sometimes I have to use a 24. The big oval that I did, I would have to use a 24, but you'd have to turn it diagonally. Yeah, 22 by 22 by 8. Yep, and then, you know, if there's a couple inches and you can use a box cutter and cut it down, that'll save you a little bit too. That's what I typically do. Luann, you ordered through Amazon. I ordered the last time through Amazon, but I have before gotten them through Staples, and then we just run to the Staples here in Indy and pick them up and save on, you don't have to pay shipping that way. You just have to see, depends, you know, sometimes they're cheaper through Amazon, sometimes they're cheaper for me through Staples. You're welcome. Okay, you guys, I'm done. I'm gonna go find me something to eat, make Jim take me to get something, and I will talk to y'all later. If I missed a comment or a question, I'll be more than glad to come back in and help you. Good night.